Hello everyone. In this video we'll be checking out a scenario where civilization starts over. We're on episode 29 now, and in the last video we saw many things happen, but the big main event was the end of the Second Great Mediterranean War, and we even saw the collapse of Tunisia that caused a mini age of depression in Europe here. But it's okay, as that has ended. It just took a few years for it to end, but it's finally ended. If you like this series and want to see more, consider liking and subscribing, as it would mean a lot. I'm on the road to 150 subscribers by the end of this year. But let's get into the video. But now we need to take a look at Tunisia's old economical alliance, as it's just destroyed. Tunisia, they are leaving it actually, that, and Iberia too. All of these nations leave, and it's just this nation left, so it also leaves. So we basically see the whole economic alliance here get dismantled, and it was a very strong economic alliance. So I guess it kind of hurts in Africa that it's now gone, but it's gone, and there's nothing they can do about it. But now looking up at another economical alliance, that being the the Russians, will be seeing some new members join. And guess who that member is? It's none other than Ukraine and Romania for some reason. Yep, Romania is joining the Russian Economic Alliance after a few years of preparing. And the reason they do this is because they really need this. Their economical state is not so well. I mean, after their defeat, I think in the first Great European War or something, I don't know, but when they fell, their economy got destroyed, and they are struggling a lot. But looking just up north, we see another economic alliance, and it will actually expand as we see this nation now join it, and there we go. But that won't be everything, as now we'll be seeing these economic alliance unite under one. And we see the Nordic Union being formed, the UN. And this thing is an European powerhouse. Let me see that. It's a big European power, and it actually can rival the Russians, surprisingly. And it's not by numbers or that, no, it's by tactics. And the Swedish, like, you remember the Swedish Empire that used to be here? That was a great powerhouse. It had the greatest tactics, and now those tactics have been redone in this Nordic Union. But you see that their economic alliance is still here. Well, that's because one simple reason: we see Iceland or Greenland join this, and yeah, that doesn't mean that Iceland or Greenland is going to join this union, but it's just because this economic alliance is a very strong economic alliance in general. But yeah, so that's a very big event. And the reason their capital is in South Sweden's capital is because South Sweden was the one who made this idea, and made it possible because I guess you could say they founded the economic alliance and that. So that's cool. But moving on, we'll actually be looking over here at the Middle East. A very divided area or region of the world, I would say. I mean, it used to be very united. I mean, in the medieval times, I guess you could say, we saw that this pink nation was everywhere like that. I believe they actually looked something like this. Maybe not. They didn't have all of or Saudi. They didn't have all of Arabia, but they had a lot of land over here. Then after their collapse, we saw a bunch of new nations form. La la la. Then we saw the Persians. They actually, I believe, they managed to get like all of this, maybe something like something like this at least. I know they control this capital and that, so they managed to do this. Then I believe you had the Caspians. They also did something like that. I'm know they had like this and like half of this country like that. And I don't know if they had full control over the Caspian Sea, but yeah, they were also a big nation here. But yeah, it's time for an, you guessed it, a union here as well. Or it's not a union in that way, like we saw here, where it changed color and officially renamed itself. But instead, we'll see a lot of nations unite with the Pink Nation, and those nations will be the Pink Nation and this nation. And there we have it. This Pink Nation has once again doubled in size, as we see here. Yeah, it has pretty much tripled in size almost, I could say. And it's actually looking to expand even more. So we'll be seeing it actually declare war on a nation, and that nation will be none other than this blue country. So putting on the Major City League here, we'll be seeing them actually move troops through the border, and instead of actually asking them peacefully, and I believe that this nation would actually join up with them peacefully, but that's kinda, yeah, it's too far gone now. I mean, you're invading and killing this nation's people, so I don't really think that they would be so happy if uniting with you anymore. But we'll actually see the Turkish, they'll be also joining this war and invading into this nation, as they also have some historical land in this area that they want, I guess. And yeah, so I just want to make it clear here. The end of the Second Mediterranean War started a new era, I guess, a new age, and I guess you could call it the age of aggression. I mean, so basically, this new era of the series, it's just going to be a bunch of aggression, a bunch of nations expanding. It's like the age of empires, you could say, and it's going to be a lot of wars and conflicts and that. So a lot of unions too, I would say. So be prepared for that. And I know I haven't like made this clear yet in the other videos, but yeah, it's the age of aggression, you could say, age of unity, or age of war, age of conflicts, age of empires, and yeah, there's a lot of names you could call it, but I'm going to stick with age of empires, as I think that's fitting, as a bunch of nations are trying to reform past empires or trying to make new empires. And I guess you could say the Pink Nation, they're trying to form a new empire, as I mean, why try to reform an empire that was thriving like thousands of centuries ago? I mean, that's just dumb, right? Who cares about a nation that was created multiple centuries ago, that has no connections at all with your nation right now? And pretty much this nation still has the same ethnicity, I guess you could say, but really their people and their government don't really have much in common with the old nation, that the old Pink Nation that used to be here. But yeah, we'll be seeing this nation being divided in half in the end by the Pink team and the Turkish. And now we'll be taking a look at a peace treaty dividing this nation. And this will be the peace treaty dividing this nation. As we see, the Pink team take all of this, and the Turkish will take this, getting actual and like, yeah, boom, Dorito. But now, just after like 2 events, we see that the Middle East is a lot more unified now, and a lot more pink, you could see. But moving not far away, wait a second. Guys, I don't remember. I went back like 20 times and I couldn't find what this is. And I guess I'll be seeing what happened to it after this video ends. But right now, I guess I'll give it to India. I don't know. Yeah, I'll give it to India. And yeah, I guess India bought this place or annexed it with peace, I guess, diplomacy. But yeah, we have seen a lot of expansion already, some peaceful expansion and some aggressive expansion. But it won't end today, as looking over here at the Americas, we'll be seeing Brazil. They'll be declaring a war that they maybe cannot win. We'll be seeing Brazil explode and We'll see Brazil explode and Mexican convoy going down here, and it was going through here, and we saw the Brazilian nation destroy it around this, so it went like that, and then boom, destroyed. And really, the only nation that no one cares about is this orange nation. They should be the ones getting stuff, as I mean, these guys trespassed and went through their territory without asking, and Brazil had naval vessels and bombed and destroyed stuff here. So yeah, these guys are mad, but they know better than to say anything. And I guess you could say that these two alliances will go to war now. So yeah, boom, big American war. So these are the sides of this war. As we see, basically South America versus North America, and yeah, this is going to be pretty not that intense at all, as I mean, Mexico is kind of screwed here, as Brazil can just naval attack them from two sides. These guys, yeah, I think Brazil has better navy than most of these. I mean, this nation is the only nation that can rival Brazil in navy, I guess you could say, but it won't matter as much. But the blue Mexicans still actually be starting their invasion now, so we'll be seeing how that goes. So they enter out here, capture one major city really quick. But the thing is that yeah, the soldiers don't really kill each other, they just wave and say, alright, so who has more soldiers here? And whoever has more soldiers, I guess, wins. So yeah, and this makes this nation pretty mad. Their government are like, why are you just giving away territory without fighting? And you wanna know what the generals say? They say in quote, why kill our own ethnicity? And the government just says, what? And we basically see a revolution start, as yeah, the military just breaks away. So boom, here's the military for you. The whole nation collapses. Yeah, that's it. The whole nation collapses, and we can color it in that. So the whole nation just folded over to the blue Mexicans. This just proves again that size doesn't matter in the end. It's about how you use it, I guess. By looking up here, we see that these nations, they are smart enough to know that this is a fight they probably don't want to fight anymore. So we'll be seeing them saying nope and leaving the war. And now I guess we'll take a look at a peace treaty in this very short war. And this here will be the peace treaty where the blue Mexicans take this, and the military is basically released into their own rogue little nation here. And that will be the end of this video. If you liked it, consider liking and subscribing. As I said at the start, I'm on the road to 150 subscribers by the end of this year. But now, let's say goodbye.